Welcome to part 2. So I'd like to share the sound, and hopefully we'll have a good sound this time. If you could mute yourself, Deborah, that would be really good. Thanks. So I can hear things. That's okay. It happens to us all. Right. I'm going to share that little bridge section, bar 41. Just because I'd like you to hear the fact that the whole sound gets bigger and louder. So it's not because we're going down in our notes doesn't mean that we have to sing softly. It's what's kind of is an example of that point there. So let's have a listen. I can press the right button. There it is.
1, 2, and so we know that things must change. We know that life must rearrange, but all we've seen and all we've done will shape the world for years to come,
So did you understand what I meant?
Yeah, and we're sort of moving towards years to come, aren't we?
We are.
That big crescendo on where we go up on years to come. We're moving to that, aren't we?
Yes, we are.
Yeah.
It's
and we're also moving towards the I can't remember what it's called. The solo at the end. I mean, because that's going to come in any minute, isn't it? Which is the big finish.
It is, yes.
So we're sort of rising to meet that moment. That's what I feel like anyway. That's definitely the big moment.
Absolutely right.
And I think it's also the chord structure that builds the excitement. And so it's really like when we're singing for years to come, we expect something extraordinary to happen.
Absolutely.
And this is the solo, like Kath said.
Exactly, which actually leads me on to my next bit. I don't know if you saw my post on Facebook yesterday about ice cream. You may or may not have. So for many years ago, my mum said to me, a song is like ice cream. And I went, yeah, okay, is it really? She said, yes, it is. At the beginning, it's just vanilla. It's a vanilla ice cream. And what a songwriter will do, or an arranger will do, is as they construct the song, they'll add bits to it to make it more interesting. So when we get to the bridge section of this song, we've added some nuts to the ice cream, to the vanilla ice cream. So we've added something a little bit more crunchy to it. And then as we go through to the reprise, we can add some chocolate sauce to that. And then the solo bit comes in and we can add some marshmallows to that. So a song starts off as an ice cream, and you get your vanilla, you're playing your ordinary bits, and you remember the bits in the song, the first chorus and the second chorus. So here I stand, etc., etc., etc. We've got our hearts will fill with pride is all on one note, but the second time round, our hearts will fill. We go down on with, we go up on pride. So that's vanilla, and that's sprinkles. So there's one way of enlightening your vision of a song is that you start off with vanilla, then you just add some bits to it and you make it more interesting. And a good songwriter and a good arranger will do that for you. And all you've got to do is make it happen. Make it so that people can see all the delicious things that are going on with all the chords and all the phrasing and all the ebb and flow of your voice. Okay? So ice cream. That's what a song is, but you have to start with vanilla. You can't start with chocolate ice cream because that's just way too extravagant to begin with. So I'd like to play the full track now. Please sing along, but make sure you're muted if you are going to sing along. Please sing along and try and make every single note in every single phrase have some ebb and flow, have some life. Okay, so just try and do that. It doesn't have to be loud. You don't have to be on a really long note. You don't have to be going really, really loud and going really, really soft to make an ebb and flow. It's really subtle. And if you listen to what Simon does at the ends of phrases, especially the ends of the do-dos right at the beginning, there's a tiny little bit of colour, a tiny little bit of vibrato. It's beautiful, and it's just beautiful. It's not in your face. It's not, you know, I'm a soloist. It's beautiful singing, and that's what we need to emulate, and we can do it. We can do it. So here we go. Let's share my sound. I'm going to sing. We're going to sing. We're going to play the whole thing. Please listen. Please sing along. Whatever it is you'd like to do.
1, 2, 3, 4. It's not the end, my friend. Everything has happened for a reason. Let's not pretend it's not been hard. Feeling all so close while being far apart. And is the life that I thought I'd lead. All is silent on the empty streets, but then a message rings out so true. I am not alone, I'm right here with you. So here I stand, it's not the end. I see the light with you, my friend. We've come so far, let's see it through. I'm not alone, that much is true. One day we'll stand side by side. Oh, how our hearts will fill with pride when all around was dark and blue. I found my star, you found one too, and so we know that things must change. We know that life must rearrange, but all we've seen and all we've done will shape the world for years to come, for years to come. So here I stand, it's not the end. I see the light with you, my friend. We've come so far, let's see it through. I'm not alone, that much is true. One day we'll stand side by side. Oh, how our hearts will fill with pride when all around was dark and blue. I found my star, you found one too. It's not the end with you, my friend. Never the end. It's not the end.
Wow, I just love it. There is so much joy. Can you hear me okay? Has my microphone gone funny?
Yes, yes.
There's so much joy in that song, and it's not just the words, it's not just the notes, it's the chords. And when that fifth part comes in, even though it's not the melody, because we've still got the melody, it's just another dimension. It's like the fourth dimension. It's amazing songwriting, and it's amazing arranging, and we're so lucky to experience this. So,
thank you for conducting.
oh,
That
I can't help
added
myself.
to it.
Thank you. Thank you. I don't know if it's in time, but it's being an MD, you wave your arms around. You can't stop yourself. I'm sorry. So cool. Yeah. Well, let me just make sure I haven't missed anything, because I think I noted down everything that I wanted to say. So yes, I have. So every single note is important. Every single note has meaning. Every single note has life, and you can give it life by giving it a bit of color. Every single note, because of that, every single phrase has life and meaning and has ebb and flow. And then every single section has the same bit. And we can use those words. We've got but, we've got when, we've got and. All of those words we can use to change the mood of the song. So change the mood. So just note those, just ring those words. There's not that many of them. We've got but in bar 18. And then we've got and in bar 40. So that's a change shift, and you can feel it in the music as well. And is a word that changes the mood. But all we've seen again in 44. And then so here I stand. So in 48, we could use that one. And there is another one. There's a when somewhere. See it through, that much is true. And they stand side by side, our hearts of pride, when all around was dark and blue. It's not dark and blue anymore. It was, but it isn't. And the other little trick I learned once was, if you have a very long note that's very loud, like the last one, because we've been asked to sing quite loud, obviously not loud that's not beautiful, but and it's a very long note, what we can do is we can start the note on the volume that we left the previous phrase, so it's not the, start it there, then bring it back ever so gently, a little, take the foot off the gas of the volume, and then give yourself somewhere to go. So instead of landing on it loud and going, I can't sing any louder, well I could, but it wouldn't be nice, cheat the loud, sing it, back off, come back. It's almost like a ninja breath, but without actually taking the breath. And that's a really good tip. And you can use it in any of your singing. Yay, which is good. Are there any questions? Anything anyone would like specifically to run over? Oh, I've taught you well. I'm going to stop the recording now. Thank you, everybody.